It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. It's a real good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away.
Good morning. It is good to
morning.
see you guys today on TNT. Look at the background. How nice is that?
Pretty nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Hey, welcome back, Shana.
Thank you.
Super nice to have you.
Yeah, it's nice to be back, literally.
Yeah,
Nice
right?
to be back. Yes. Goodness gracious. It was a long week, you guys. I'm going to try to summarize some of the things that I learned to share with you guys.
Okay.
So there's so much, but I'm going to try to hit on some of the hotter topics.
Hey, that sounds really good, you know, Shauna? Mm-hmm. So we'll get that covered.
Yes.
We, today is Wednesday.
Is it?
Yeah, so tell me some of the things you do on a Wednesday typically.
I don't know. What do we do?
Well, we have Wednesdays,
agent meetings.
Can't Stop, Won't
today.
Stop Wednesday, and then
Yes.
agent meetings.
10 o'clock on Zoom. We
Okay.
encourage all of you to log on and participate. This is something that we do for you guys, right? So you can get on. Megan's going to be hosting, and it's really good for us to collaborate. And I really realized that this week. The way that we all work together, collaborate to help one another and learn from each other is just so valuable, you guys. So, you know, if you don't get on there and participate, then we don't have that. So,
No, collaboration's a key part of a lot of what we do. Stacy, can you chat in the Zoom link that we'll be using for today? Okay. So we'll remind everybody the Zoom link so you guys have that super nice and handy.
yes.
I believe we migrated that one to Stacy's meeting link. So
Okay.
we'll chat that bad boy in there. And we should be off and going.
Okay.
So we did roll call. I see that we have a bunch of people on here today as agents. So we're all excited about that.
Yay. Good to see you guys, even though I can't see you, but I can see your name. It's good to see your name.
Look at this room.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It is.
Look at that view.
It is a nice view.
It is a nice
It's
view.
a cool tree behind us.
It is.
All right.
Okay.
Bell time.
Ready to get started? Let's do it. I know what I'm talking
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shana Acquisto. She's a luxury real estate broker. She just attended the Texas Real Estate Conference.
Yep, in Austin, and it was a week. It was 6 days of fun, back-to-back meetings, and my brain is kind of overloaded with such great information. But I just wanted to kind of go through a few takeaways from the week. I know one, we talked yesterday about Leslie Ruthersmith, who is the NAR, National Association of Realtors president, current president, and she is a CCAR member. Okay, so it was really good to, talk with her. She spends so much time with her local association when we're at these events, and we can just sit down and pick her brain and talk to her, and it's really cool. I find it really cool, and
A very big deal.
yeah, the more that I sit down and talk with her, I realize, dang, she does so much. And how impressive it is that she has, moved up in the ranks, and, she's really a voice for us here locally, on a national level. So it's super cool. She's very approachable. So anybody could reach out to her with any issue or concern that you have, and I guarantee she'd get right back to you and be willing to talk about whatever it is. So really cool.
That's awesome.
On the legislative side, there's, some things in the works from the public policy and governmental affairs about, we'll talk through that. There's one thing that I found super interesting is we talked about, the big talk is our property taxes and how expensive they are. And I know Omkar is going to slide over a website that I was not familiar with. Maybe you guys were, but it's texas.gov/property taxes. And they're trying to make everything transparent, right? Because I think there is a lot of question about how our property taxes work. It seems simple, but some people don't understand the homestead exemption. They don't understand the caps and how all of that works. So this was a really cool feature that we have in place. So you can stop right there, Omkar. You can go in and find your county. And if we could, I don't know if we can do this live right now, but it's super cool. So you can go in, you find your county, which we're Collin County. There you go. And then search. And then if you just type, go right there. I don't know if you can do it by address. Put our address in there, Omkar. It's 15631 Ridgewood Drive. Frisco. Well, I don't know if you have to put Frisco, but if you just, okay, so if you click on that right there, that very first one. So this is a really good way to kind of analyze your taxes, and it gives you percentages of how much they're going up, or, you know, kind of what's happened in an easy to read format. So they have graphs and charts, so you can kind of look through these and find out, you know, how much of an increase are my taxes going up? How much financially does that impact me? And
I think these are business taxes.
Are they?
Yep. So let me
Okay.
help guide possibly back. I'll take control for just a second.
But the point is, if you guys go to texas.gov/property taxes, put in your address, play around with it, because there's a lot of good information there. Super cool. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So this is home property
Yeah.
taxes. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. A lot of bars
Breaks
and
it down.
graphs and
Yes,
charts.
I'm all about the bars and graphs. I just think it's easier to understand and read. But it breaks it down by the city, by the county, and by the school taxes, so you can kind of see what those all are. So I didn't know about this site, but I encourage all of y'all to go to that. We also talked about ways that we could supplement, you know, are there any ways that we could supplement to offset our property taxes? Because, you know, as we know, if you lower taxes, I mean, it has to come from somewhere. So, you know, the whole saying of you rob Peter to pay Paul, you know, so what they were talking about is a way to supplement, you know, and offset these property taxes. So it was very interesting. They had some panelists up there. One of them was the chair of the governmental affairs for Colorado.
Okay.
So she was there. So she was talking a lot about when they legalized marijuana and how the impact that had on their state. And, you know, they talk about the pros and the cons. Well, it brought in a lot of money, right? But on the flip side, they're seeing issues because of it, because these people who are in this business, it's a cash business. So this is being utilized as a way to funnel or money launder money, right? You can't put that cash from that business into the bank. It's not FDIC insured, so you can't do that. So there's a lot of
there's a lot of problems with
there's a
total
lot
cash.
of problems with that happening. So although it brings in a lot of money, is that something that we really want to encourage? You know, would we see more, I don't know, cartel type people? I mean, they've had literally cartels set up in their state all over now, and they know about it, and it's just become a huge problem. So the other thing we talked about was gambling, legalizing gambling. And after talking through it, I like it. You know, they asked the question, how many people go to Choctaw or Windstar or Shreveport? You know, a lot of people kind of shifted from going to Shreveport and now they go to Oklahoma. Well, a lot. And I think, you know, there was some talk about, you know, now there's going to be all these gamblers and gambling problems and things in our state. And statistically, that just doesn't happen. So the people who gamble are going to gamble. The people who don't, it's not going to cause them to come over and start gambling, right? But that brings in a ton of money. Like, it's really cool. So the things that they were talking about is they would want huge resort style, like Vegas, resort style hotel, spa, gambling. They're called destination vacations, right? Destination resorts, rather than having like slot machines in the 7-Elevens. So they
Sounds
would,
like Frisco would be perfect for that.
Oh my gosh. And, you know, we talked through it more and more throughout the week. And I don't know, I would be for it. I think that brings a lot to our area, and it brings a lot of tourism to our area as well. And it could totally boost our economy. and offset our taxes, and I'm all for that, right? But they did talk about Colorado's sales tax, and it's ridiculous. It's like, I don't know, 29%. It's ridiculous. So they tried to go through some different things to offset taxes, and it just goes to show you, if you do something here, then it's got to be balanced somehow. And if you take it here, you've got to put it back here. So it was super interesting.
So I would like to present to those people as well that I think a modification in bringing in super premium housing would actually bring in a lot more money for them, because the current system they have in place to tax it at the same exact rate.
Yeah.
Right? So as everything is taxed dollar for dollar at the same rate, and there's no incentive or ability for a person to build a super premium property and not have it taxed.
That's why we don't have it
like
here.
this. Yes.
I mean, it's our property taxes are outrageous.
I would propose that what would bring in a lot of money is people don't build those super premium homes because, right? The taxation becomes so expensive. But at a certain point, I would propose to kind of cap it and add to it incrementally, but not at the same rate, and show how that you could bring in a lot more taxation on property taxes by encouraging super premium housing. And your blended average of total dollars collected would be much larger when you allow people to
possibly
get into
but then
that.
you have the whole flip side is, why are you getting capped and I'm not, right? You could fall into that.
Well, because it's about bringing the total dollars in. And at a certain point, whether it's a $2 million and above property or whatever it is, there's a certain threshold. Because then all of a sudden, if this person's paying $100,000 a year in taxes, that offsets a lot of other people's at this other rate. So if you encouraged more people to have $100,000 property tax on an annual basis, right, then you could reduce these other ones.
I'm more about being fair, and I think there's got to be some ways to do it, but I'm not. I mean, yours gets capped and mine doesn't. That I just don't think that's fair.
Well, incrementally. So after you get to 100,000, and it goes up slower to encourage the $3 to $5 million homes.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well,
Maybe you can go and talk about that.
difference of opinion.
Difference of opinion. The other thing is, I was able to go and attend a TREC meeting, which was super cool. It wasn't something that was on our agenda to do, but I actually met the chair of TREC, of the TREC Commission. And it was super cool. And he says, you should, we're actually having a meeting tomorrow. You should come. I'm like, can I? He's like, yeah, it's open to the public. Nobody really comes unless there's a big issue. He said, and in fact, tomorrow there is an issue. There is a realtor, and I think he's from your area, appealing his license was revoked, and he's coming to appeal that.
And that got spicy, right?
Yeah, it got super spicy. And so there was a couple other realtors from our area that I asked. I'm like, hey, why don't you come along with me? So 4 of us went, and it was super cool. And one of the...
Do we want to have this as a whole topic and discuss just that at a future time? Because we're
sure
where we are on time.
Okay.
It's just up to you.
All right. So
because I know that was exciting.
Another couple of things on that's 3 things. One, they're coming up with a beta program for brokers for them to be able to mentor their agents, right? And this is a whole new program that they're rolling out, and I get to go. I'm so excited. It's going to be, they're actually going to have it here. It's coming up in April at the Star, and I'm excited about that. The next thing is, we've heard about HOAs and how they've come in and made some rules and changes to to regulate the HOAs. So TREC is now regulating the HOAs in the sense that they have to now apply. They have to put their information on the HOA website. So if you guys, here's what I'm asking of you. If you've had any issues that you've heard of with HOAs, whether it's like we got to closing, we had this huge transfer tax, for example, or transfer fee, then there is a website called myhoastory.com. myhoastory.com, and they still have it active. You can go in there and you can put in, real stories that have happened regarding HOAs. So I encourage you to do that. The next thing is wholesaling. They talked all week about wholesaling and how they're really wanting to regulate, and I'm like, I don't know that the wholesaling part connects with a lot of people, but as we talked about yesterday, what that is it's an assignment contract. And I bet all of you have received a call from a wholesaler who is basically an investor. And what they're wanting to do is flip that home. So what they're doing is they're coming in and they're assigning it so it'll have their name and or assigns. And they assign it basically before they close. So they never take ownership of this property. And there's a lot of people that have been taken advantage of, in this way. So if you've heard of anything regarding that, then please let me know. I think they're going to have a similar website for us to do that. I don't know what it is or if it's rolled out yet. But if you've had any issue like that, let me know so I can take it back to them and share it, because we would definitely want to bring awareness to that. And what time is it?
So those are all amazing tidbits there. And I think we can cover each one of those and expand on them greatly to kind of break those down.
Yeah.
The takeaway is you had amazing access to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Your representation matters. New ideas are listened to, and changes have been made based on recommendations that have been input.
Yep.
Impressive. No, really impressive.
Hopefully they get changed, but the other key takeaway is this. You're a realtor. You guys, it's not just about buying and selling, right? There's so much more to your profession, and if you truly want to add value, then understanding all of these issues and being involved in that, I think is super valuable. And that's how you differentiate yourself and have long-term success in this business. So.
Well, agent meeting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Let's hit
good
the
luck.
bell.
Sorry, it's hard to get all this stuff.
Well, that's a wrap for us today, Shana.
It's a wrap.
10 o'clock, and you learned a lot. And you had a lot of access to people, and you met tons of people.
Yeah. This isn't a vacation,
you'd
just so you guys know.
No, you were going from what time in the morning?
7 at least. 7 a.m. till, 8 at night. Now, we did have some dinners and things like that, but it's work. It is work. A lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of hours. So thanks for the effort. So you'd encourage anyone else to continue to get involved?
Absolutely. Yes.
I think it does
involved.
make a big... It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I think there is a payoff at the end.
There is a payoff. I feel better about understanding some of the issues that are going on, so you can take it back to your clients and spread awareness. We're kind of being attacked as an industry on a lot of fronts. And if you want to provide value or make a difference, then this is one of the ways. So.
Thank you for doing all that for us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right.
Let's get out of here.
See ya.
Yeah, you hear all the stuff you really did. It was a lot.
That was like one day.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's a lot. All right, let me turn this on. Get that going. All right, ready?
Okay, topic 1, Texas Realtor Conference 2020.
Okay.
I should have my badge.
Now. Got it.
Thank you, Omkar. Much appreciated.
So,
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are